Let me see those. But also too. Oh.
Not talk too much. Yeah. Ooh, lady. La, 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 la. Need a girl, one.
Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm outside. It's a beautiful day outside. I just felt compelled to share a message today and kind of share a little bit of what's been going on in my mind, and just basically something that I feel or that God told me that I should tell to you guys, and that, you know, somebody who's watching this, even if it's one person, needs to hear. And that's just about achieving your dreams and just what that means to you. So I guess to start, what does achieving your dreams mean to you? You know, to some people that's, you know, a workplace thing, if they have a goal that they want to reach in the workplace, if that's an endeavor that they have, a dream, an aspiration, getting the top mark in school, going on the honors roll. At the end of the day, goals, dreams, achievements, they vary from person to person. It's very nuanced. And I just kind of wanted to touch on what it means to achieve your dreams and how to actually materialize your thoughts and the aspirations that we have, because a lot of us have dreams, but we don't know how to necessarily go about achieving those dreams and to even take the proactive steps to even start. So I guess to kind of start, I can kind of talk about my life, my journey, and my dreams that I've had ever since I was a child, and how my journey has been in not only putting pen to paper and trying to achieve them, but materializing that, because I think that's the hardest part, because a lot of the times we doubt ourselves, and we are so conditioned by society and by social media and the different aspects around us that we are very hard on ourselves, and sometimes we overjudge and we overthink to the point that we decide not to make any kind of move because we are too self-deprecating, and we also lack the motivation that we need to actually push ourselves in the aspects that we actually should be doing so I guess to start, ever since I was small, I knew I wanted to work in, like, to do something with music, whether it's a singer, songwriter, producer, a creative director for music videos and such like that. I just knew that I had to be in the music industry, because that was something that resonated with me ever since I was, you know, as young as like 5. I was writing music, writing poetry, different things. Music really resonated with me, as I said, and it helped me through a lot of times. But my journey with music has been very rocky, because it's been a lot of me doubting myself, and then me pushing myself to actually go after my dreams, and then doubting myself the minute I push myself, and then getting tired of it on a whole, and then just saying forget it. And it was like a constant cycle that kept repeating until I reached about maybe 17, 18, and I actually told myself, I said, what do I want to do in life? And this is a question that everybody needs to ask themselves. Like, I'm being serious. Everybody needs to ask themselves, what do you want to do in life? Are you happy currently? Are you happy with where your life is right now? Are you content with the way life is going for you? Are you content with your living situation? Are you content with your educational endeavors and your grades in school? Are you content with the job place? Are you content with your position currently? Are you content with the amount of money you're making? Are you content with the house that you live in or the place that you live in? Are you content with your family? So many different aspects of things that we should be asking ourselves that we don't ask ourselves, because we just don't. We just get too caught up in life. And can you imagine that we get to the point where we can't even do a self-check-in to ask ourselves how we're doing? That's the problem. And I remember when I was 17, 18, as I said, I started to do these self-check-ins, and I realized more and more that there was a lot of aspects I wasn't happy in, but I just never took the time to ask myself. And then I realized, I said, okay, so I'm not happy in this section, this section, this section, and this aspect of my life. How can I go about changing that? Because that's the next thing. You know, realization is a good. Admitting, you know, is always the first step. But what are the proactive steps that you're going to take next to actually get the wheels moving and to change the overall quality of your life? That's something that, you know, a lot of us, we have it in our hearts, we have it in our minds, and we think that we know, but we don't take those steps. And that's why a lot of us end up living with a lot of regrets when we become older. And I've spoken to a lot of adults and older individuals who I ask them what their biggest regret is, because I love learning from people who are older than me. I have a lot of friends who are older than me because it's, as I said, it's a great learning opportunity, and also too, you get to learn from their mistakes, and they always teach you what they did and what they did wrong and the things that they did right. And for me, I take that honestly as a learning opportunity, as I said, and any learning opportunity that I can get to better myself and to change the overall aspect and the quality of my life, and to not only that, but to get control of my life, I will take, because I want to be in full control of my life and full control of my destiny, because we are all in control of our destiny. And that's the thing, guys. You guys are all in control of your destiny if you choose to be. So either, grab life by every aspect and every means possible and control your destiny and tell yourself that you're capable of achieving whatever dream that you set for yourself, or just let life pass and just live and just live in the motion and the never-ending tide of life, and just get caught up in everything else but what you want to do. And that's something that I chose not to do. I notice it's like a curse. It's a generational curse. It's a curse, and a lot of us have this curse, and it can be broken. And the thing is, it can be broken so easily. So I get to kind of tell you how I broke it. When I was 18, I would start to do those check-ins with myself. I would start to ask myself if I'm happy, and if I'm not happy, the things that I can change. And then I started to change those things. So little by little, every day, things started to change for me, and my aspects of life started to change, and I started to be more happy because I was actually taking the proactive steps, but I was also shining light on the things I wasn't happy about. And whether they were big things or small things, you have to change them. Let me tell you guys something. I always tell this to my friends. I always tell this to my relatives, people close to me and such. Sometimes you have to remove yourself from a situation in order to grow. And that's something I learned the hard way, but it's something that I'm glad I learned nonetheless, because if you are not growing in your relationship, if you are not growing with your family, because let me tell you guys something too as well. Family is blood, yes, but that does not necessarily equivalent family if they are not supporting you and if they don't have your back. And let me tell you something, right? Whether it's your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your auntie, your cousin, your grandmother, your grandfather, no matter who it is, if they are not serving you and if they are not adding to your peace, if they're not supporting you with whatever endeavors and whatever dreams and aspirations you have, you need to cut them off, okay? Cut them off, because that's the reason as to why you're not growing. They're holding you under the thumb, guys, and it's so important to evaluate your circles and to reevaluate the people who you have around you, the people who you have in close proximity with your energy, because that can either make you or break you, right? Energy is something that's transferable. So either we're passing good positive vibrations or we're passing negative vibrations. So we need to really know what kind of vibrations are being set forth into our lives. And if it's positive, that's great. Then you keep those people around you. But if it's negative, you cut it off, because that's throwing off your trajectory of life, right? So let's just say you have a dream and you have something, a goal or something that you're doing that's in the works, and you tell a friend or a family member, and let's just say that person doesn't have the best intentions for you. Don't be surprised if that thing if it falls through and it doesn't go as planned, because they're throwing you off, right? Negative energy, the law of attraction, those different types of things, they're all intertwined with each other, and they all are foundational in energy. It's the energy that you put out and the energy that you receive. So guys, like, always remember. But anyways, I was 18, 19, as I said. I started to get older, and I started to continue to shed light on the things that I was going through in life, and I was starting to change every aspect in which I wasn't happy. And let me tell you something. Each and every day, I started to realize that life gets much easier when you take control of your life. It's that simple. And some of us say, well, oh, that's easier said than done. How do I start here? How do I start there? How do I start here? How do I start there? You got to plan it out. And that's the thing. Never just jump straight in headlessly without planning. Planning is key. Sometimes even if you have to get a pen and paper, write down how you're going to plan your next steps, do so. But take the necessary steps to change your life. Because let me tell you guys something. A lot of you guys are in this world. All of us are in this world with a lot of potential, dreams, aspirations, and talents that God has blessed us with. But we are not living to our fullest potential because we are not pushing ourselves. We're not pushing ourselves. And it's simply that. A lot of us are thinking, well, I can sing, I can write, I can draw, I can do poetry, I can act, I can model. But that's not just going to fall in your lap. It doesn't just fall in your lap. You really got to push yourself. You have to work for it. It requires work. But let me tell you something. Once you put the work in your craft and what you believe in, you will achieve it. You are putting that energy out in the atmosphere, and that energy is only going to come back to you. So it's honestly that simple, guys. Like, really ask yourself if you're happy, and ask yourself if you're not happy, the different things in which you can change in your life, because that will honestly be one of the best things that you can do for yourself. But not only that, ask yourself, when you're 50, 60, 70, 80, are you going to live with regrets? Are you going to live with things that you wish you could have done? And what are those things that you would wish you could have done? Because if that's the case, rather than thinking that you're going to be living with regrets in the future, why don't you change that now so that you're not living with regrets? Push yourself. Go do that business endeavor. Go for it for the talent show. Go for it and put yourself out there on social media. You know, go for it and go sing in public and get noticed. Go do it. Push yourself and do it, because let me tell you something, right? Only you are holding yourself back. Only you are holding yourself back. You are your biggest enemy, and you're your biggest friend as well. You are your biggest critic, and you're your biggest motivator. So you got to choose which side you're on. You cannot be on the fence. You have to be on either or. But also guys, I'm telling you right now, ask yourself, what's holding you back? What is holding you back? What's holding you back from being the best version of yourself? What's holding you back from going to the gym and dieting and pushing yourself to be the most healthiest version of you? What's pushing you from putting yourself out there and showcasing your talents? What's pushing you from being the best person that you can be? There is no excuse. There's no excuse to be the best version of you. The only excuse that we put within our mind is the own restrictions that we set upon ourselves, because we're afraid. We're afraid of taking that leap of faith. It's a leap of faith. And let me tell you guys something, right? Nobody said the first time you put yourself out there, you're just gonna immediately get success, or you're gonna get the outcome you want. Sometimes you fall. But when you fall, guys, you pick yourself back up. You're gonna fall again. Pick yourself back up and keep doing so. Keep doing so. Take the path of least resistance, guys. Honestly, if I can tell you one thing, it's never be discouraged by a failure. Take a failure as a win. Take a failure as you still put yourself out there. You may have failed, but you still did it. And the next time you'll be better. Learn from your mistakes. And that's another thing. Learn from your mistakes. Doubt your doubts before you doubt your faith. And doubt your doubts before you doubt who you are. Because let me tell you something, right? Doubts are nothing but limiters that we put on ourselves. As I said, the biggest war that we all have, each individually, is inside of our mind. It's inside of our mind. It's inside of our head. It's what we tell ourselves each and every day. You can either fill yourself with positivity and look in the mirror and tell yourself you're beautiful, or you can look in the mirror and say that you hate yourself, that you're not good enough, that you don't have what it takes, that you're never going to amount to nothing. What are you going to feed yourself with spiritually and mentally? What are you going to tell yourself? That's another thing too. Treat yourself kind, treat your mind kind, treat your body kind. Look in the mirror and say that you're that person. Tell yourself that you're the best writer. Tell yourself that you're the best singer. Tell yourself that you're the best chef. Tell yourself that you're the best dancer. Tell yourself that you're the healthiest version. Manifest positivity. A lot of us who are very negative can't be surprised when what we're attracting is negativity, because you are what you put out. You are who you surround yourself with. You are what you listen to, guys. And that's another thing too. What are you listening to? What's the advice that you're taking from the people around you? If it's negativity, if you're listening to negativity, those auditory subconscious waves that you're allowing into your brain and into your mind, and you're allowing to infiltrate your spirit, is what you're going to attract. It's the vibrations that you're going to send out, or the vibrations that you're going to pull in. So if you're being negative, you're taking negative advice, you're around negative people who don't have your best interests at heart, shady people, don't be surprised if you're attracting negativity and shadiness. It's that simple. And you know, I'm not perfect, and I'm still on my journey of life, but I'm just telling you from my experiences of what life is. And life really is beautiful when you actually take life by the wheel and you actually steer. You get into the driver's seat and you control your life. Everybody on this earth has the opportunity. And another thing too is we cannot look at successful people and be jealous, nor can we compare, because what God blesses us with, God blesses us with each individually. My blessing is different from your blessing. Your blessing is different from your friend's blessing, and vice versa. All of our blessings are different. We cannot hate on somebody for something that God gave them, because that's not for you. And what's meant for you will come to you if you go and get it. God helps people who help themselves. That's another thing too. You got to push yourself. You got to apply yourself to whatever it is. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but I was saying a prayer and God told me that somebody needs to hear this today. And I need to hear this as well. I need to hear this each and every day. This is what I tell myself, because I genuinely believe that when we all learn to take control of life, not only does life turn out better for us, but life starts to make a lot more sense. But also too, to have sturdy foundations on something, whether it's religion, whether it's meditation, whether it's words of affirmation, the law of attraction, whatever it is that you believe in, follow it. Have a good routine in life. When you wake up in the morning, meditate, pray to your creator or what you believe in. Do your daily affirmations. Whatever it is that you do each and every morning, have a steady routine, a strict routine that you follow, because not only does that give you mental clarity, but that also too helps with self-discipline. And all of this is fueled by self-discipline. If you do not have the self-discipline, you will not achieve what you want to achieve in life. So I guess what I can, continue to leave with you guys is follow your dreams, follow your beliefs and aspirations. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. And if there's anybody in your life who's telling you otherwise and telling you that you can't achieve something, you need to remove them from your life, because they're not serving you. Those people are not serving you. They're not serving you. And if they're not serving you, they don't deserve to be in your life. And if they cannot support you, and guys, if people cannot support you on your come up, they do not deserve you at your best. They do not deserve you at your best. Those people that supported you on your journey to your end goal are those people that you need to bless, and you need to help when you get there. And you need to help them, because those people believed in you. Those people invested in you. Even if they invested in you by affirming things onto you daily, positive affirmations, or telling you that you can do it, or telling you that you're capable, or literally investing in you financially in whatever dream or aspiration you want to do, whatever resources that they could provide to you. If they were of any help to you on your journey of where you want to be in life, do not remember those people. Do not remember those people, but those who are doing the opposite and being jealous and telling you that you can't do it and wanting you to give them positive affirmations and wanting you to tell them that they can do something but telling you that you can't, almost as if they want to keep you under them, like a crab's in a barrel. Like everybody's a crab in a barrel, then you need to remove them out of your life, because they're not serving you and they're the reason why things aren't going right for you. So thank you for listening, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell for more videos. As I said, I'm going to be releasing a lot more videos. Guys, I release as I feel. I say a prayer and God kind of tells me what I'm going to talk about. These are not scripted. I do not write these down. So if I'm stuttering, sometimes I lose my train of thought. I'm just literally speaking from the Spirit. This is what God's told me to say. So I hope you guys enjoy this message. But most importantly, I hope you guys apply this in any way that you can. And even if you can't take everything from this video, hopefully there's little tidbits that you can take that can help you, add some tools to your roster to really better all the overall quality, as I said, of your life. And I really hope that this can help shine some light on a lot of individuals who feel that they want to make a difference in their life, but they don't know how. They feel they don't have the voice to do so. And they feel they're on the verge of grasping their dreams, but something's holding them back. I really hope that this can resonate with somebody's soul, like this resonated with mine at some point. And I really hope that, you guys can share this with either individuals in your life, or even take certain points that I'm talking about, key points, and share it with family members and such in your life, because I'm telling you, somebody in your life really needs to hear something like this, and you might really change their life. You could really be the one that pushes them to push themselves. So thank you, and I'll check you next time.